Hi viewers, this is a video on research methods and research metrics. This is in continuation with our earlier video on Introduction to Research Methodology. Hope you have watched it. If you have not, the link is given in the description. You can watch. In this video, we will look into the different research methods and the research metrics. Now, research methods for data collection includes observation, literature review, questionnaire and survey, interview focus group, experiment, case study. As we have seen already, the methods could either be quantitative or qualitative. So here observation is either qualitative or quantitative, and it could be applied to understand how something occurs in its natural settings. Literature review method could also be either qualitative or quantitative, and it is used to identify your research in existing work and to evaluate trends in a particular topic. The questionnaire and survey method of research is quantitative, and it is used to know about the general views of the public or community. The interview method of research is qualitative, and it is used to have in-depth knowledge about a topic from experts. The experiment method of research is quantitative, and it is used to test and validate the cause and effect relationship. The case study research method can either be qualitative or quantitative, and it is used when resources are not sufficient enough for an extensive study. In research method, sample design is performed after data collection, and this sampling could be either deliberate sampling, simple random sampling, systematic sampling, stratified sampling, quota sampling, cluster or area sampling, multi-stage sampling, and sequential sampling. The research methods for analysis could be categorized as statistical analysis, thematic analysis, meta-analysis, and content analysis. Statistical analysis is quantitative, and it is used to analyze data collected in a statistically valid manner, which refers to data from experiments, surveys, or observations. Thematic analysis is used to analyze data collected from interviews or focus group to understand the general themes. And meta-analysis, which is quantitative, is used for statistical analysis of large collection of data. Content analysis, which could be either qualitative or quantitative, is used to analyze large volumes of textual or visual content from surveys, literature reviews, or other sources. Now let's look into what research metrics are. Research metrics are quantitative tools used to help assess the quality and impact of research outputs. The various metrics are author level metrics, journal level metrics, and article level metrics. Any one metric only tells a part of the story, and each metric also has its limitations. A single metric should never be considered in isolation. Let's look into what author level metrics are. These are designed to help researchers assess the cumulative impact of their work rather than the impact of a single publication. All author level metrics are derived from article level metrics. They aggregate and summarize the impact of an author's publication. The common metrics that comes under author level metrics are H index, I-10 index, G index, E index. Now let's look into H index. It measures the cumulative impact of a researcher's output by looking at the number of citations a work has received. ITED index is created by Google Scholar. It measures the number of publications with at least 10 citations. G index aims to improve on the H index by giving more weight to highly cited articles. E index aims to differentiate between scientists with similar H indices but different citation patterns. Citation analysis is a quantifiable measure of academic output. The H index is an author-level research metric first introduced by Hirsch in 2005. The H index attempts to measure the productivity of a researcher and the citation impact of their publications. The H index is calculated with the number of articles published which have received the same number of citations. For example, if you have published at least 10 papers that have each been cited 10 times or more, you will have an H index of 10. The advantages of H index are the results are not skewed. The H index rewards researchers whose work is consistently well cited, while the disadvantages include the results can be inconsistent, can be skewed by self-citations, the results are incomparable across disciplines, and are incomparable among researchers. The limitations of citation metrics are, as a general rule of thumb, if an academic shows good citation metrics, it is very likely that he or she has made a significant impact on the field. However, the reverse is not necessarily true. The reasons for weak citations are working in a small or newly developing field, therefore generating fewer citations in total, publishing in a language other than English, publishing mainly in books. Journal-level metrics measures the aggregate impact or influence that a journal has on its community or discipline. This measurement may vary depending on the source. Examples of journal metrics include impact factor, journal rank in a category, acceptance rate, H-index, and cite score. The journal impact factor can be found from the Journal Citation Reports, an annual compendium of citation data that provides a systematic means to assess influence and impact at the journal and category levels. It reports on the citation impact of a defined set of journals at a given moment in time. Researchers should use the journal metric that corresponds to their article's publication year. To receive a journal impact factor, a journal must be included in the Citation Index Expanded or Social Sciences Citation Index of the Web of Science. An accurate impact factor requires 3 complete years of known source data. Journal impact factors are available in yearly and 5-year calculations. The yearly journal impact factor for a particular year, say white year, is calculated from the total articles published in Y-1th and Y-2th year divided by the total articles cited in the previous 2 years. The 5-year journal impact factor helps to assess the long-term citation trend of a journal. A base of 5 years may be more appropriate for journals in certain fields because the body of citations may not be large enough to make reasonable comparisons. Publication schedules may be consistently late. It may take longer than 2 years to disseminate and respond to published works. Citation patterns in some fields may not consider or concentrate on the most recent literature. To calculate the 5-year journal impact factor for a particular year, the previous 5 years citations are considered. So it is given by the ratio of total citations in white year for articles published in the previous 5 years divided by the total articles published in the previous 5 years. Journal rank is another journal level metric, and there are a few tools that can help identify where one can publish work. To identify journal rankings, researchers might rely on other faculty in their field, available library resources, or freely available tools on the web. Library resources are two. One is Scopus, another is Web of Science. Scopus gives abstracts and citations of journals, books, conference proceedings, and patents covering science, technology, medicine, social sciences, and arts and humanities. To find a CiteScore ranking for a journal using Scopus, you have to go to Scopus and click Sources, enter the journal title and click Find Resources. You can find the CiteScore of the journal on the Scopus webpage. Web of Science, which was previously known as Web of Knowledge, is a database of bibliographic citations of multidisciplinary areas that covers the various journals of medical, scientific, and social sciences, including humanities. To locate a journal's rank in category, a journal's rank can be located using Web of Science at https://mjlclarivate.com home. Open access web tools include SJR, Scimago Journal, and Country Rank, publicly available portal that includes the journals and countries' scientific indicators developed in 2000s by a research group from the information contained in the Scopus database. These indicators can be used to assess and analyze scientific domains. Journals can be compared or analyzed separately. Country rankings may also be compared or analyzed separately. SJR Scopus takes into account not only the total number of citations but also the weight of each reference. SJR is used to determine the quartile of the journal. Source normalized impact per paper, which is abbreviated as SNIP, was created by Professor Henk Moore at the Center for Science and Technology Studies, University of Leiden. Measures contextual citation impact by weighing citations based on the total number of citations in a subject field using Scopus data. And SNIP is calculated as the number of citations given in the present year to publications in the past 3 years divided by the total number of publications in the past 3 years. Google Scholar metrics provide an easy way for authors to quickly gauge the visibility and influence of recent articles in scholarly publications. Scholar metrics summarize recent citations to many publications to help authors as they consider where to publish their new research. Users can browse the top 100 publications in several languages ordered by their 5-year H-index and H-median metrics. The next metric is acceptance rate, and under acceptance rate, the Journalytics provides information about journals in accounting, business, computer science, education, health administration, management, psychology, and psychiatry. The APA Journal Statistics and Operations data provides statistical information about journals published by the American Psychological Association, including rejection rates. In 2013, for example, the journal Developmental Psychology had a rejection rate of 80%. The article level metrics approaches to quantifying the reach and impact of published research, and it is now possible to track different markers of an article's reach beyond just citations to include the impact of the work of individual authors of the articles or the articles in total. The article level metrics seek to incorporate new data sources, sometimes referred to as alt metrics, along with traditional measures to present a richer picture of how an individual article is being discussed, shared, and used. In summary, we can say research helps us to understand the world around us, find solutions to problems, and to develop new technologies. It also plays a vital role in the advancement of knowledge. Research has become inevitable, particularly in academic career and industry. In the context of planning and development, the significance of research lies in its quality and not in quantity. Researchers need to pay due attention to designing and adhering to the appropriate methodology throughout for improving the quality of research. Thank you.